Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Respect the Jux, a crime drama about a kid who comes out of Jamaica. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 8. Check it out. I love crime dramas. They're really good. I believe this is Jamaica. It sounds like he's Jamaican. And he is a little gangster at a very young age, recruited to kill someone. And in return, I guess he gets to go to America, so he moves to New York. And he tries to live his life honestly, but he can't make enough money. And then one day, he's forced into a life of crime because he's about to be evicted. His mother has cancer. This is based on a true story. So he goes to this guy and... based on true events, I guess, who knows a bunch of rich people, and they decide they're going to rob him. Now, this actor, I actually worked with this guy. I forget his name, but he was in, he's in a lot of mafia stuff, and he was in Die Hard. He was one of the cops. He usually plays like a cop or like a mafia guy. And Paulie Walnuts is in it from The Sopranos. This is a kind of low budget. I think it's low budget, but it looks good. I mean, it looks solid. They got a little car chase action, lots of cops and robbers, lots of shootouts. So not totally low budget, not micro budget, but like probably a low budget crime drama. Based on true events, I mean, this totally sounds realistic. These guys are just robbing rich guys. And for a while they get away with it, and then it always comes crashing down. Respect the Jux. I don't know what the Jux means, but we got some credits here. Based on the novel by Frank C. Matthews. Oh, a novel, even better. Directed by G.H. Goba. And do we have a screenwriter? No screenwriter credit? Oh. Starring Jamie Lincoln Smith, Sierra Payton. Respect the Jux. Jamie Lincoln Smith, I assume, is that main character who has to choose. So it's pretty standard crime drama, immigrant crime drama, because it's all about, immigrants in organized crime. It's almost always immigrants, because immigrants, they got it rough. They're looking to make money. And usually it's people within their own immigrant communities that prey on them. And that's the way it was with Irish, Italians. I mean, name any ethnic group, and they have an enclave somewhere in the major cities. This is how it happens. And often it's the criminals that come from the original country that they're all from, who then prey on other immigrants because those immigrants are afraid for various reasons. They don't think the Americans will help them. They're not established. They're often illegal aliens. And so it's easier for the criminals to prey upon them. This doesn't totally go down that route, but, when immigrants come to this country and they can't make money, they're going to make money somehow. Because you have to make money to live here. You have to make money to live. And this is another reason why crime goes cuckoo bananas when you bring in too many immigrants, because there's just not enough work for everybody, especially if you're an illegal immigrant, and some of them are forced to turn to crime. That doesn't make it right, but this is what happens. There's too many opportunities. When there's more opportunities in crime than there is to make an honest living, guess what happens? The movie seems to portray a bit of that. And although this seems to be a more multicultural gang, so I don't think everybody in the gang is Jamaican. So I don't think it's like specifically Jamaican based, but there are Jamaican gangs. Paulie Walnuts, as I guess he's sort of like the guy who fences stolen goods and then they rob him, or he's a jewelry store owner maybe. And often there's a lot of crooked cops too, so they got to deal with that. So there seems to be a lot here to draw from. And the movie looks solid. The performances look solid. You got a couple of named stars in the mix. So it's got it all. Respect the Jux. Respect the Jux. I will respect the Jux. And I may see this. I don't know where it's playing. I need a little more info, but it's from Samuel. Oh, here we go. Cat was left in Jamaica by his mother, so it was Jamaica, at the tender age of 11 in pursuit of a better life. It would be 6 years later he was able to send for him and his sister. Within those 6 years of her absence, Cat becomes a member of the Order, a local gang. Living with his mother in a small apartment in the ghettos of Brooklyn, New York, he would become obsessed with obtaining the vision of the American dream, says the official synopsis. He finds himself working in a supermarket for minimum wage, living with his mother after years of hardship. Cat formed the Order based on the gang he once belonged to in Jamaica to obtain his quest to becoming rich. During a botched robbery, one of them accidentally shoots the daughter of the mayor of New York City. Cat flees to Miami and then calls upon the members of the Order. A huge score leads to a shootout between the members of the Order and the cops, and only one man escapes. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. That's a long synopsis, Tip. Yeah, that didn't. A lot of that didn't come across in the trailer. I mean, some of it did. Maybe it could have mentioned the Order. It seems to be a big factor in the drama. Wouldn't hurt to mention the name of the book, which I assume was either called Respect the Jux or it was probably called The Order. So this is pretty consistent with the criminal stuff I've read, and I've done a lot of research on this kind of stuff. So first act, I mean, you could break it down pretty simple. First act, he's a kid, he gets involved in the gang, ends up finally getting to America. He thinks he's out of the gang, but economic hardship forces him back into a life of crime. He reforms the gang in America, makes a ton of money, but in the end, it all comes crashing down, and you could hear what the end of the movie is. A big shootout where only one man survives. Will it be the main character? Maybe not. Maybe not, because, it's crime. I mean, you've seen The Departed, I assume. Lots of things can happen. Anything can happen in a crime drama. Everybody can die. But it sounds like we know for a fact, at least in this synopsis, only one man walks away. Well, there's really only one man who's the focus of this. So it kind of gives it away, I think. I would like to know what the Jux is. But yeah, it all looks good. All looks like a good gangster flick. I may see this, so I'll be looking for it. And that's it for me, Tony D. at Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for more base takes. I'm at the New Jersey HorrorCon in Atlantic City Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hope to see you there.